Hello everybody. I am going to do a little instructional video on getting in and out of the veil tent. This is a sheer silk veil. It's best to do this with a sheer veil. This is a 3-yard long veil to have enough room to do the move. A little bit shorter, 2.5-yard veil might work. It's the width, most fabric is 45 inches wide. So this is an advanced move, and if you're new to the veil, it might be a little tricky, but you can try. So most of the veil work we do in beginners, the veil is held about 36 inches wide. That's from your, well, it's held equal distance, and it's from your shoulder to your fingertips. That's usually about 36 inches wide, and we have all our moves sort of come from there and have variations from there. This veil tent, you will bring the veil to the back, and you will now lengthen your arms out. So the veil is now at arm's length. You want to make sure it's not real crooked. You want to make sure that it's about equal distance at each end. All this would be done to music while you're dancing. This is just the very basic veil technique to get in and out of the tent. The very simple way to do it is to bring one hand to the other, it doesn't matter which one, and you will grab the veil. We're holding the veil here with the index and the thumb, which is usually what we do for most all the moves. But we will bring one hand to the other and grab that other side with the two out fingers, the little and the ring. You are now in the tent. The hard part on this is having your fingers out looking quite ugly. So you need to learn, and this comes with practice, how to get your fingers hidden, but still not let go of this veil hold. Very important to hold on to that, or you're not going to be in the tent anymore. The other thing is sometimes you make your tent too little, so you have to make it a little bit bigger, and that can be tricky. From here, you raise it up and you're in the tent. So because my veil is sheer, you can see through it and you can see me. It's very mysterious and very magical, sensuous. Again, a little tip is that you don't want all these crazy fingers sticking out. You must train yourself after a while to get those fingers down, hidden, or gracefully somewhere in the veil. From here, it can be high, it can be a little lower. And the main veil trick that we do, I hate to call it a trick, it's a move, is to peek out of the veil. So you have to learn to bring that veil down on your head at a pleasing level. If you're back too far, it might not work. You could catch your nose under there, that wouldn't work. I have glasses on. Glasses aren't the best, but I have to see what I'm doing. You can get a small slit. You can get a wider opening by holding your hands this way. But again, it's very tricky not to have a bunch of funny fingers out there. You can drop it down a little more to show the heart center or to show some upper body moves. You can even drop it all the way down to the belly, pulling it down, although that's getting a little bit out of what I want to talk about. So here we are in the tent. There is only one side of the tent that you can come out on. This side is closed, this side is open. So you can get your arm nicely at the edge there. We don't like to see elbows that much. So this might not be as good as this. My veil's a little bit crooked too. Nevertheless, okay. From here, you can peek out this side and you can do some undulations or any kind of move or scan the audience. My veil is crooked and I'm going to straighten it out a little. It's not equal distance. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay. You can come more out of the veil. Still holding on. Same finger holds. You can spin inside the tent as many times as you want. Either way, higher or lower. You could drop the veil down all the way. There's many different varieties of things that you can do. Now the real trick is getting in and out of the tent. So what you want to do is bring your back hand through the opening, and now you're out. I'm still holding on to the top. At this point, you can spin your body. You can spin the veil. You can do those simultaneously, either direction. You can bring the veil to the front. Endless moves that you can think of. What I like to do to get back into the veil is bring the veil to the front. Okay? And I'm just going to punch my way through the opening. Remember, you're holding the veil with two different sets of fingers, and you keep going and you're in. You're out of the veil. You're in the veil. You're out of the veil. I like to swing it to the front. You're in the veil. You're out of the veil. You have to step a little bit to get to that slit, to that opening. I like to bring it to the front to get into the veil. You can do that countless times, and you can do it while you're spinning. At any given time, you can drop one and you're open. You're back to your basic position to continue any part of the veil act or the veil dance that you want. So this is a lot to practice. Again, I'll just review. You want the veil equal distance. Mine was not equal distance when I started. We usually have the thumb and the index finger holding. Some people say you need to cover your thumbs, and that we can talk about that another time. But from here, this all happens very imperceptibly and very quickly. You bring one side of the veil to grasp into those two outside fingers, and now you're in the veil, in the tent rather. What happens with veil work that is sort of hard to talk about and hard to keep track of is where your hands are turned and twisted to hide. If I'm like this and all my fingers are showing, and that doesn't look very good, but if we twist them just a little bit, and this is hard to really teach because we have to learn, it takes a lot of skill to get that. And we're in the tent. We're out of the tent. Spin it halfway, we're in the tent. Always coming out of the slit. Keep going. I like to spin it halfway to get back into the tent. When you're done with the tent, let those fingers go and open up. So that is something you can practice. I suggest practicing it over and over and over again. You can put some soft music on if you like. Thank you.